and welcome to All Things Knitty. Today I'm going to show you how to do this beautiful basket weave stitch. It's a 4-row repeat after your foundation row. It uses front post double crochets and back post double crochets. I will show you how to do that. The pattern's quite easy once you get into it, but it is very difficult if you forget what row you're on, because it can be quite hard to figure out whether you're on row 3 of the repeat. So grab a piece of paper and just scribble something like this down. You need numbers 1 to 4 and starts with front post, back post, back post, front post, and as you finish each row of the repeat, put a wee tick, and that way if you put your work away and grab it again, you know where you are and you don't need to mess around trying to count what row you're on. So to begin, you're going to grab a 4mm hook and some double knit yarn, or a larger hook if you're using some worsted weight or chunky. To begin this pattern, you're going to work in multiples of 8 plus 7. So I've just got 2 lots of 8 plus 7 just now, just to show you. If you're measuring this pattern out for a cushion cover or a blanket, lay your chain against your project and always leave a good gap at each side so you've got enough room for your edging, and it means the pillowcase or whatever isn't going to stretch it out. Okay, so to begin with your chain of 8 plus 7, you're going to begin in the 3rd chain from your hook, and you're going to work a full row of double crochet. So 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd chain from your hook. So 1, 2, 3. You're going to work a double crochet. So it's yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through 2, and yarn over through 2. Repeat that across the whole row, working 1 double crochet in each of the chains, and I'll meet you back once you've got your full row of doubles. Okay, so we now have our foundation row complete. At the end of the row, you're going to chain 2 and turn. This counts as a stitch, and in order to balance that out, every row from now on will end with a half double crochet in the end. That's not counted in your clusters of 4. So if you looked at the wee table I showed you, it says it begins with front post double crochets for row 1 of your repeat. So if you've done some of my other videos, you'll know how to do front post double crochets. So we're going to skip this first one so that it matches up with our chain, and this keeps us having a really neat edge. So underneath this post here, if you can see that, let me just zoom in slightly. Okay, so you're going to work a front post double crochet. So yarn over, come through the post like so. So you're going from the front to the back first, and then through the post, and then complete your double crochet. So yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and that's 1 front post double crochet. We're going to repeat that 3 more times. So in the next, yarn over, go behind the post, yarn over, and pull through 2, yarn over through 2. 2 more. So yarn over through the front post, pull through 2, pull through 2, and here's our last post here. Yarn over, go behind the post like so, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. So that's us done with first front post double crochets. So we're going to now learn a new stitch that I've not shown you before, and it's back post double crochets. So to begin, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to come from the back to the front this time. So you've yarned over, you're going to bring your hook from the back to the front and through the post on the back of the work. I'll show you again nice and close. So this was our last front post double crochet. Here's the next, so that would be going in the front post. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to come from the back of the work towards you, and then loop through the back post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's a back post. So we're going to do 3 more, sorry, so that we've got a block of 4. So here's the next post, and we're going to work back post double crochet. So we're going to come from the back of the work towards us, through the back post like so, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have 4 front posts, and you can see that we're working into these back posts. So that's 2. We're going to do 2 more, a back post, 1, 2, 3. So this is our next post. Yarn over, come through from the back towards yourself, grab that post, yarn over, pull through. So you can see the work then starts to build up on the back, and that's what gives you the weaving type pattern. So we did 4 front post, 4 back post. We're now going to repeat that and do front posts again. So this was the one that we just worked into. You can see that on the back of the work just here. So we've worked into this one already. So this is the next post, and we're going to work 4 front post double crochets. So 1 front post, 2 front post, 3 front post, and 4. Okay, I'm going to show you the back posts again, nice and slow, but you can already start to see that we've done that. The pattern starts to alternate from front to back to front. So this is our next block of 4 you can see here, and we're going to work 4 back post double crochets. So yarn over, come through the back of the work like so, I'll take that one out, and so we're going to do back post now. So yarn over from the back to the front, yarn over, pull yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, 3 more back post double crochets. That's 2, and this is the third one here. Yarn over from the back to the front, then front to back, yarn over, pull through, 2 and 2, and 1 more back post double crochet. you're then going to work 4 front post double crochets. Okay, so this was the last back post here. We're going to work 4 front post double crochets, then we're left with 1 stitch, and we're going to work a half double crochet into that. So work 4 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then don't forget you're ending this row with a half double crochet. When you're doing this half double, you're not going under this gap, you're actually going to go into the chain itself, so you'll have your V and you're through the stitch, not under the stitch. So half double crochet through there, and that's row 1 of our 4 pattern repeat. So do this each time and it will keep you right. So grab your piece of paper and put a tick under number 1, and that started with 4 front post double crochets. Next row we're going to start with 4 back post double crochets, then we alternate between back and front, back and front. So let's begin. Row 2, again you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and turn your work. Now we're looking at the back of the piece. You can start to see that the stitches get like the weaving effect, where they weave in and out of one another. So like we did at the previous row, you're going to skip this first post because that's the half double from the previous row, and this chain 3 acts as that another half double. So here's the post here, and row 2 begins working back posts first. So you're going to work 4 back post double crochets, 2, 3, and number 4. So you can see that these are at the back, so you know that you've done that row properly, that cluster properly. You're then going to go from back post now to front posts. So this was the last one we worked into for our back post. We're now going to work 4 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and that's 4. Then we're going to go back to working back posts. So work 4 back post double crochets. 1, 2, 3. That's number 4. So we did back, front, back. So now we're going to alternate again. We're going to go through 4 front post double crochets. So 1 front post, 'Cause we did 4 front posts. Now we're going to finish this row with 4 back posts and a half double crochet in the very last. So 4 back post doubles, and just remember you are finishing into the stitch into the chain, sorry, not underneath. You're not working through where you can see my finger. You're going to go into the chain in the top of the corner. Make sure you have your V. So if you haven't watched my other videos, when the V means you'll have your both parts of your stitch on the hook, and you're going to work a half double crochet. Again, put that out to the side, grab your notebook and tick under number 2. That tells us that we started with a back post, and that way we don't need to worry if you're doing the right repeat first. So row 3 begins again with a back post double crochet. So chain 2, turn your work, skipping the first post, and we're going to begin again with 4 back post double crochets. Then you're going to alternate to work 4 front post double crochets. Okay, so work 4 front post, 4 back post, front post, back post, and then stop here, and we'll just make sure we do this last stitch properly together. So continue across the row following the sequence. Okay, so we just ended with 4 back post double crochets, and we're going to work our half double crochet into the chain from the row below. Chain 2. Just remember that you've just now done row 3 of our repeat, so tick it off, and that way if you put this away and you picked it back up, you would know that you're beginning with 4 front post double crochets. Once you've done row 4, you're going back to row 1, so you'll keep ticking across. There is only 4 rows within this repeat, but just to be on the safe side, we'll start this row again together. So row 4 begins with a front post. Again, we're going to skip this first one and work 4 front post double crochets, then 4 back post double crochets. Just take your time. Don't do what I'm doing, rushing through it. Take your time. Make sure you get each stitch done properly, and that way your pattern will soon build up, and once you've got into the swing of it, honestly, it won't take you all that long. So, front post, back posts, work across that row, continuing the sequence of front, back, front, end with a half double crochet. Okay, so I'm at the end of row 4, and I'm going to mark that off. So now you just repeat this again. So we're starting at pattern row 1. So your next row, when you chain 2 and turn, skip the first again, you're going to begin with front posts, and that's it. You just repeat those 4 rows over and over until you've got to the size of your project. And yeah, that's the basket weave stitch. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I just want to give a quick shout out to one of my subscribers, Susan, who was gracious and sent me a picture of some of the work that she'd completed. She's doing what I did, self-taught. She's self-teaching her with the help of some videos. If you do make stuff and you'd like to send me it, I honestly really appreciate it. You can do that using the link below that will take you to my Facebook page, and you can send me those messages or comment away below this video. If you haven't, please subscribe, like the channel, turn your bell on for notifications. That way you'll get a wee message when a new video's been uploaded. I am going to try to keep it to a Sunday, so that's when to keep a wee eye out for the videos. I haven't been on the last few weeks. I haven't been feeling too great, so yeah, that's a basket weave stitch, and I'll see you again. Thanks for joining me. Bye.